Hi, and welcome to Bonita's Kitchen, and thank you for joining us. What I'm going to be making today is a delicious boiler of sweet potato soup. Usually this time of the year I just crave soups, and of course I'm trying all different types, playing with flavors and mixing it up with different ingredients. This soup today has got a nice little bite to it, and it's perfect any time of the year, but most certainly when it's cold and chilly outside. So if this soup interests you and you can't wait to make some, stick around and let's get started. So what I got here is 2 medium sweet potatoes cut in chunks, and you can have any amount you want. You can have 2 large sweet potatoes, but this is about as much as I'm going to make here today, with 4 cups of broth, and I'm using vegetable broth, a large diced onion. We're going to be using a full carrot chopped in little chunks. I'm going to explain the other ingredients as we go, but we'll start first frying up our onions. Okay, so what we're going to do is toss in here about 2 tablespoonfuls of oil. I'm using some olive oil, but you could use oil of choice or even some butter or margarine. And I'm going to toss in there that medium chopped onion. I got it diced actually. Let that start frying, and get all of your vegetables cut and cleaned. I'm going to say peeled, cut and cleaned. That's all we need to do there. I'm going to also toss in there my carrots and get the 2 of them just cooking there until it starts to soften a little. Not to fully cook, because we're going to cook it in the boiler. Then I'm going to add some seasonings. So after you've added those ingredients, just let it cook for about 5 or so minutes, just stirring it. I always like to get my ingredients already measured up and everything in advance, and it just makes it easier when I'm making stuff, not only for the show but for ourselves. This is half a teaspoonful of white pepper, and I got 1 teaspoonful of cumin. I got 1/4 teaspoonful of cayenne pepper, half a teaspoonful of sea salt. You can use table salt if you don't have sea salt, and just stir that in. So now I'm going to add in those sweet potatoes. So drain the water off the sweet potatoes. I'm going to push the handle towards me and mix the carrot and the onion in with the sweet potato. And now I'm going to press in there my garlic, about 2 cloves, and some ginger. Well, pretty much all I'm doing here now is just building those flavors and breaking up our dishes, of course. Just about tipped over that little bowl. Building those flavors. It smells amazing in here, by the way, Raymond. It's just the smell of all of those spices. I got here about 1 tablespoonful of fresh ginger that I grated. And then after, when I buy my ginger, what I do is put it in the freezer if I don't think I'm going to use it all up right away. Just a big chunk of ginger. So that's the garlic added in there now, and the ginger. We don't want to overcook the garlic, afraid it would burn. But I want this there about 1 minute. And then we're going to transfer it into a boiler so I could stir it a little more.
That could probably be my job. I gotta stir.
Yeah, I love that, Raymond. We're putting you to work, you know that.
Oh, yeah. And then you can get back here on the camera.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all we need to do there.
There you go.
So now let's transfer all of that delicious goodness over into this bigger boiler. And now I'm going to show you what to do next. What we need now is about 2 cups of crushed tomatoes, and I got some tomatoes here in my bottle that I put together. I actually had some tomatoes that was starting to go bad, and I just cooked them a little in my boiler and put it in this bottle and sealed it. I don't have it on Bonita's Kitchen, but who knows, maybe one day I'll put that there as well. just a quick little blanch and then into the bottle. What I'm going to do now is just blend this just to get it all clean. What we're going to do now is put 2 cups of this in there. That's about all I need there. And 4 cups of vegetable broth into the boiler. Toss it on in. If you don't have vegetable broth, you could use water if you want to do that, because you've got all your flavor in here anyway. Or you could use a chicken stock or something like that, just to have that flavor. And we're going to put in there 1 stick of celery and just stir that on in. My goodie, I was just saying to Raymond, it smells absolutely amazing in here. I just can't wait for this soup to be done. We got 1/2 cup of peanut butter. I'm just using a creamy peanut butter here. You could use whatever you got available, because most of these soups that I share with you, I want you to substitute if you don't have what I'm giving you in my soup in shapes of seasonings. Of course, you need the sweet potato, but if you don't have the creamy or the smooth peanut butter, you use a crunchy peanut butter if you want to. And just stir that on in. Then I'm going to let it boil for 20 minutes with the lid on. And just a little bit for the steam to get out, of course. And taste it at this point as well, because you might need to add in just a small little bit more of seasonings to your taste. But that's all you need to do there. Yum.
Smells amazing.
I do, don't it?
Yeah.
Now, hopefully I don't steam up your camera here, Raymond. I'll take it slow. There you go. Well, now just look. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing in here. This soup is chunky. Now, this is almost cooked. 20 minutes to 1/2 hour boiling. And you can have it simmering until you're ready to serve it. You could take this and you can blend it down to make it smooth. But I want ours chunky. I want this a chunky soup. And all those flavors. Again, test your broth. If you like it is, don't add anything else. If you want to add some more seasonings, go right ahead. Now I'm going to take it to my counter and take up a bowl. Well, I'm going to say supper is ready. Now I'm going to scoop up this delicious sweet potato soup. It smells absolutely amazing in here. And this soup is just what the doctor ordered today. I'm going to make a little bit of a mess over my bowl, but I cleaned it up. I'm going to have a little bit extra of this juice and put in there. Just look at this soup. And I'm going to have mine today with my Aunt Clara's dinner roll. And these are all wheat dinner rolls. And of course, I'm hoping, if I can't get her to make it on the show, just to give us her recipe. Now, let's have a taste. Before I have a taste, I'm going to top it with a little bit of dried cilantro. You could use fresh cilantro. And I got some crushed peanuts there. And just another little smidgen of that salt and pepper, just to have that little taste on the top. And, of course, a cup of tea. This is the kind of soup that I'm sure you can have any time of the year. I mean, most definitely when it's cold outside and snowy, rainy. But right now, I'm going to have a little taste. Oh my goodness. All of those flavors. I like the chunks of the sweet potato. And all of those flavors, the peanut butter, the pepper, like the cayenne pepper and cumin. Oh my gosh. Drop the spoon. Delicious. Now I'm going to dip my Aunt Clara's dinner roll in there and have a little taste of that. So good. Raymond, we're not going to be able to eat all of this soup today, so I'm going to put some in bottles and deliver them to our neighbors. And of course, you can also scoop up some into a mason jar and let it come to room temperature and put it in your fridge up to a week. So you can kind of rewarm this, sip on it all week long if you feel you need it. It's got the ginger and the garlic in there. It's so perfect for flu season. So make yourself a boiler full. If you want this recipe, we're going to post it in under this video for you, and it should be an arrow pointing down or see more on there. And if not, you can send me a message at bonitakitchen@gmail.com. I believe Raymond said it's going to be a soup day when we were just chatting there. Soup day it is. Soup day any day for us, of course. We love it. And also, if you want a copy of our recipe, you can visit us on our website, www.bonitaskitchen.com. I'd like to take a couple of seconds here to thank each and every one of our viewers for sending in recipe requests. And we've been trying to get to all of them, of course. And we got a really great lineup for this year, bringing in some new recipes all the time, but some really nice recipes I know that you like to make. So if that interests you, don't forget to step back here every Sunday. We're posting a new video, and we're excited for you to see them.
And what I like about it, Bonita, we're trying to keep it, like you've said last year, keep it affordable.
Affordable.
What you've got
using
in the
things
kitchen.
that's in your home, spices and of course your supplies and such. This is not a good time for us to be going out looking for all these special ingredients unless you need it for other reasons. But that's it. I can't wait for you to make this soup. Stirring this soup here, and that smell, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get into that bowl of soup. So we're not going to take any more of your time. We know it's precious, and we're going to thank each and every one of you for stopping by. On behalf of myself, Raymond, and our team here at Bonita's Kitchen, and from our kitchen to yours, you have a wonderful day. And don't forget to join us again on Bonita's Kitchen.
Join us by the sea. Our journey in culinary, always an open door. Bonita's Kitchen to yours. Bonita's Kitchen.